Hello everybody, Prince the Bear here. We're headed to Magic Kingdom today. A nice, wet, rainy day.
Yes, so we're going to the Plaza today.
Yes, they changed their menu, so
Yep.
We're headed back.
Be sure to stay magical.
And dry.
Very dry.
We'll see you soon.
Whole new world.
There's the door.
Even when it rains, remember to hydrate yourself in the Florida heat. It'll creep up on you and you'll pass out. Especially in the summer. But it's hot here all year long. We have had the sangria a few times on this channel. In our last video, we got the wine that actually is used for this sangria. It's one of 3 that are vegan on the menu. It's got peach juice in it. Even though the menu said pineapple, it does taste a little pineapple-y to me, but I like the peach combo to it. This is always a winning sangria for Magic Kingdom. It's not the best on Disney property, but it's one of the better ones for Magic Kingdom. It is got a good running fight with Skipper Canteen. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 juice boxes. It really does taste like a juice box.
Princess is never going to survive with a single glass of sangria. Every place should have pictures. Especially the Magic Kingdom. We're just trying our patience. And then here I am again asking you once again to let us have alcohol in this park. Someplace other than a sit-down restaurant. Make it happen already with my 0 leverage. But I like the sort of like chopped up berries on top. A nice color to it. I literally taste like a Capri Sun. Don't drink alcohol, kids, it's bad. That's good though. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
As I'm getting through the sangria, I'm looking at these fruits and wondering, do you eat the fruit in your sangria or do you leave it? I'm half and half. Usually I don't eat it. Tell me in the comments. Blue Moon. In case you didn't know how to pour a beer, always make sure you tilt your glass. You don't want to rush this. You can rush it once you get a little closer to the top. And this can is big enough to where there's still some left over, so you can give yourself a little bit of love after that. Refill your beer. Cheers to you. I'm just not a wheat beer person. I like the lemon or the orange that goes with it, but I just am not a huge wheat beer person, like I just said. This one's a little more tolerable, but still not the greatest. Because I don't like wheat beer. That's the only reason. If you like wheat beer, you'll like this. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5 Blue Moons.
Yeah, Blue Moon. This is one of my go-to beers. I love Blue Moon. I know the Princess hates wheat beers, but something about the slice of orange and like the bready nature of it always like, it's a nice midday drink. Four out of 5 plus.
So here we have probably the most impossible to eat in one bite, impossible burger I've probably ever seen. They have this homemade vegan chili that you can get as an appetizer as well, that they put on top of an impossible patty, which is freaking huge. And then lettuce and mushrooms, and there's some vegan cheese on there as well. You can kind of see here on the sides. I'm gonna do probably something I should not do. I'm gonna cut it in half. That is a huge cross section of Impossible and friends. You can just call them friends. To you guys. The chili is flavored rather nicely. Definitely remember their seasonings. About their A game on this burger. I would say this burger is up there with the Regal Eagle burger. Like the chili is just as good. Well, the jackfruit is better on the Regal Eagle burger, but the chili is up there in flavor and taste to be a really, really good competitor. I would give this burger a 4 out of 5 Impossible cows because it's a unique one. It's a delicious one. It's a very different flavor in chili that I'm used to. Then we have a frite. It's a typical Disney frite. Your average Disney frite, so a little bit of 3 out of 5 potatoes. Overall, this is a really good plate and much, 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 much better than the bangers and mash. I was a little apprehensive just coming and getting an Impossible burger, but I really like what was added to this menu.
Now this is what I expect from a theme park hamburger. You got the typical Disney shoestring frites and an Impossible burger with thought. We have this plant-based chili on it, which is, you know, a chili cheeseburger rather, isn't anything amazing. But for plant-based, it's going the extra step. Got a completely plant-based chili with these heirloom tomatoes, the beans, carrots, everything on here, then the vegan cheese and lettuce. Color me impressed. Now, it's definitely one of those unhinge your jaw type burgers. But if you're not going to get messy at a theme park, then what are you going to do? It's a well-seasoned Impossible burger, cooked perfectly, nice and warm. The chili I was worried about because I was expecting something like a more tomato-based chili, but since it's like mostly beans, it doesn't really fight the Impossible patty. On this delicious bun with that crunch of lettuce, this is a top-tier Impossible burger at Magic Kingdom, no less. I'm actually kind of curious to how this compares to Starlight Rays, but we're not going to go there. This is good. I said it's probably one of the best Impossible burgers we've had thus far this year. The cheese is almost non-existent. It's there, but you can barely taste it. Probably a good thing because I'm assuming it's diet cheese, but as it is right now, I'm being okay giving it a 4 out of 5 plus. I'd order this and eat this. Now, here we have a fried chicken sandwich. I don't really know what I was expecting. With some house-made focaccia bread and a ridiculously healthy dose of their spicy mayonnaise. I think this is a bone-in chicken breast, which is kind of interesting. It's meant to be a sandwich. A ton of pickled onions on top, probably more than I needed. But this is another one of those things, like, I don't know how to eat this. I think this literally has a bone in it. That's even bigger than the Princess's Impossible burger. Like, what normal person's gonna get their mouth around that? A bear, I guess. It's beautifully fried, nice and juicy. Probably a little bit more grease than I'd like in my fried chicken. It's like dripping off the second you bite into my finger. It's like glistening with chicken grease. The spicy mayonnaise isn't as spicy as I thought. It's tangy. More vinegary than anything. But the bread, the herb bread, like the focaccia bread, is the real treat because you have like all this flavor baked into a bun that would normally just be a throwaway. So you have all these herbs and whatnot in here. It goes a long way. I'd say it's a solid sandwich. The pickled onions, don't really need those. I don't know what I'm gonna do with like this. Luckily it's not a bone, it's just an extension of skin. If it was less greasy, you would get a higher score. But based off that, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 plus. It's all mayo left on mine. Like I said, they went a little bit overboard on the mayo. Not changing my rating. The grease is still kind of getting to me though. So the Plaza, it continues to be, if anything, consistent.
It's better than Tomorrowland Terrace, I'll tell you that.
I am, however, still wondering why it exists here in Magic Kingdom.
I agree.
We can think of so many other places or different things that use the space. It's only like what, like a 90-person capacity
94-person capacity in normal times. That's why it's so hard to get a reservation here. You could just expand the ice cream parlor, make it like a soda shop like Beaches and Cream. I do think the chili at the Beaches and Cream is better than the chili here, but the chili is quite delicious.
Well, either way, we're just, throwing stuff around. We want to know what you guys think. Do you think the Plaza is like a classic and has its place, or do you think it can be better utilized? If so, let us know in the comments. If there's anywhere else around Magic Kingdom or Disney World Park you'd like to see us go, that's going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.